So children, animal life, I explained you about the movement in feeding, breathing in animals, feeding in animals and movement in animals. All this I explained you. Land animals, water animals, how birds moves, how birds fly, and how the insects moves, what are the organs they use for movement, moving from one place to other place. Already I explained you about the birds. I will tell you again about the birds, how the birds move. Can we fly like birds? No, we can't. Other animals? No, except birds. So how? What is the mechanism? They have a hollow bones and light body which help the birds to fly in the air, isn't it? Their forelimbs are modified into wings, isn't it? Their forelimbs are, birds have hollow bones and light body which help them to fly. Forelimbs means front legs are modified into wings, isn't it? And they have the streamlined shaped body which help the birds to fly in the air. So I discussed about the migration also. Migration of the birds due to some extreme conditions, climatic conditions, the animals migrate to other places to protect themselves for reproduction purposes and to protect from the extreme climatic conditions. They migrate to other places, other regions. Now coming to an amazing flying machine. Amazing flying machine. See here, hello. I am a bee hummingbird. Hummingbird is telling about its characteristic features, properties. I am the world's smallest flying bird. Isn't it? There are other varieties of hummingbirds too. They are also small, but not as small as I am. This bird is very small. What is it is just about 5 centimeters. It is just about 2 inches long or 5 centimeters long. See, think about how much small it is. This bird is, isn't it? So, it has a unique feature. What is unique feature? It can fly. It can flap wings around 18 times in a second. See the speed of the bird. It is also it can not only fly up and down, upside and down, it can fly even backward also. It fly up and down, it moves up or fly forward, and even it can goes backward also. It can fly backward direction also. See the amazing bird, isn't it? And while flying also, it takes the food also. While flying also, it takes the food, isn't it? So here, that's why the people call this bird as an amazing flying machine. Amazing flying machine. So the flying only is not the character for me. I did not possess only this characteristic feature. Even I help the plants for reproduction also. Even I help the plants for reproduction. In what way it helps the plants? Per day. Per day, it visits 1,000 flowers to suck the nectar of a flower. To suck the nectar of a flower, the bird visit about 100,000 flowers. Isn't it? So, while sucking the nectar, what happens? Pollination takes place. What is pollination? Pollen grains are there. You will study this in the higher classes. Pollination is transfer of pollen grains from male flower to female flower. That is anthers to stigma. Is called pollination. Pollination means transfer of pollen grains from anther of a flower to stigma of another flower. Is called pollination. After pollination only, fruit is formed during fertilization. This you will study in higher classes. So, the hummingbird helps even in pollination. How? When it sucks the nectar, the pollen grains are very light in weight. The anthers produces the pollen grains. What are anthers? Is a male part of a flower. It produces very light in weight. It is stick up to the wings or legs. when this hummingbird visits the other flower, stigma is very sticky in nature. These pollen grains will stick up to the anthers. This process is called pollination. Further process will be fertilization takes place. So how it helps the flowers for reproduction. Now, besides taking the nectar, I can eat even insects also. Who is telling this? Hummingbird, isn't it? So here I can eat more than my weight. Suppose its weight is 250 grams. It eats 500 grams of food per day. More than its weight, half of the weight, isn't it? So its feeding habit is it visits the gardens, it sucks the nectar from the flowers. That is, isn't it? And I am found only in the parts of America. I am not there in India, isn't it? Another bird is there in India, that is a sunbird. Sunbird. This sunbird also has same characteristic features like hummingbird, isn't it? It is also similar to hummingbird. It also helps in pollination also. So other birds also there. Apart from the hummingbird, apart from the sunbird, other birds also there which helps in pollination. Butterflies are there, bees are there which helps in pollination, isn't it? They are good pollinators. So, we are, what hummingbird is taking? I am taking much food from the flowers. Which I am taking? I am giving more than that to the world. Isn't it? So, how much important the creatures are in the world. So, we should not kill, we have to save the animals. Our prime duty is to save the animals. Thank you.